Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nicole Harris, and I am in our Association Management Software Department, and I am joined today with Frank Rittersdorf.
Good afternoon.
And he's also in our support department. And today we are going to discuss the NRDS verification report. This report is designed to compare your data to what is at NAR for the purposes of consistency, and also when you are paying them to make sure that your database is as in sync with theirs as possible. So that said, we're going to go ahead and go to Magic. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to I'm going to tell you where you need to go. You're going to need to log into NRDS, first of all, to get your batch refresh file. And once you get to the actual login screen, okay, this is your main menu at NAR. When you get to the main menu at NAR, you're going to come down here to the batch function section, and you're going to choose batch refresh.
Now, Nicole, why would we choose a batch refresh rather than maybe a batch download?
Good question. The batch download function is designed for obtaining a certain date range of information. It's designed for states primarily when they are retrieving information from NRDS. So that section is designed for that purpose. Now, the batch refresh section is a complete snapshot of what you have currently for your association at NAR. So we need this in order to run it against your database to get the accurate information. Once you've clicked the batch refresh button, you'll be taken to another screen which looks like this. So what you're going to need to do is you will need to select this file type as a fixed length, and you would like that file emailed to you. Okay, once you've done that, you can go ahead and click on the Refresh Now button, and that file will be sent to you in the form of an email. Once you get the file, please save it to whatever directory you would like, just so that you know where it is, and write down the file name. It's very important that you have the file name written down, as well as where you've placed the file. Once you've received the file, then you're going to go ahead and go to Magic, and you will go here to this location, Managers. You're going to come down to Data Exchange. You're going to choose Retrieve Transmittals. And once you get here, you're going to click on the Utilities tab. And the NRDS verification button is where we're going to do this comparison report. So if we go ahead and click this button, we'll see here that we have some fields of information that we need to fill out. The first one being the sender. If you go ahead and zoom on this field, F5, you will have a sender set up by one of our support reps. If you do not have something set up here that's called NRDS in, please give our support department a call, and we'll go ahead and get that set up for you. Okay, then it will populate your association name. The next field is for billing type or bill type. This is designed to give you the opportunities to select just the billing types that you send to NAR, because there may be various billing types you have in your system that do not get sent and would come out on the report as not found at NRDS. Well, and that's true because you don't send them. So you'd go ahead and come into here, and if this is filled out, just go ahead and say clear all, and just pick the types that you send. And for this example, we're just going to go ahead and put R for Realtor. Okay? But you would fill this out with all of the billing types that you send to NRDS. And you can find those billing types in the Data Exchange Send Transmittals section in your Transmittal Criteria section. Okay? Now, here under the Status selection, we're going to focus on active only. So you're going to make sure that in both of these fields that you have active status. So here we have active here. And this report compares not only your association versus NRDS, but it does the inverse. So you will have an office report that compares NRDS data side by side to your association, and the other way around, your association to NRDS, just so we can make sure that we are correct on both sides. So we're going to go ahead and say compare our office, our member, and we want to check member license, because license is a required field at NRDS. So we want to make sure we have that information correct as well. Okay, we're not going to do financial in this particular demonstration. The directory path will be filled out for you. This is where the file that if you were retrieving files, this is where that file would be placed. Now, if you're going to place your file that you receive from NERDS in another location, just go ahead and overwrite this section with exactly where you put your file. In this example, we just have a directory path of your C drive and then a wrap folder. So wherever you've placed the file that you received, just put that directory path here. And the file name will be that file name that you wrote down when you received the file and you placed it in that directory. You're going to go ahead and type in the file name, and we're just going to use an example file name here. Now, the file you're going to get from NAR will have your association ID in the front and full, and then the extension is .zip. This is a zipped file. There are several files contained in this zip file, so that is why it is zipped.
Now, Nicole, I believe the additional report for all NERDS member data as well as office data, that actually, when you select that, that gives you a lot of, basically too much data from for our purpose here. Is that correct?
That's correct. The file is designed to contain a lot of information. These files that come from NERDS contain more than just what our comparison report looks at. So if you wanted all of the information that came from this file for both members and offices, you can go ahead and check these additional report boxes and you will get this information. Keep in mind that these could be hundreds of pages long, so if you're going to do this, you might want to look at it on the screen first before you print them out. This is a demo database, so I'm not going to go ahead and create a report on this because I don't have the information that will pull out, but what I do have are some examples of what these particular reports look like. The first one being the office verification report. Now this, if you can see, the information from NERDS is on one side and your association is on the other. On this information here, what it's showing is this is at NERDS and it's comparing it to your association.
Nicole, what's the difference between record not found and data inconsistent?
The record not found means that these particular offices are not found at NERDS, or they're not found in your database. This is at NERDS, and this is at your association. Now, it will also produce a report that will be the inverse, so you will see that there may be offices on your side that are not at NERDS and vice versa. The data inconsistent means that at NERDS, this particular status is active, but at your association, this status is terminated. So for whatever reason, when the status change happened at your association level, it did not get transmitted to NERDS in a proper fashion. Now, the other reports that we have are the member verification reports. And again, the same concept. The information from NERDS is on one side, and your association information is on the other. So we have the same types of information here, whether it be record not found or the status and data inconsistent. In this case here, data inconsistent under office would mean that this person is listed in a different office on your database than they are at NAR. Now, these particular reports are, again, are designed to help you maintain your database. So when you see these inconsistencies, you're going to go ahead and make those changes in your database, and then those changes will be reflected at NERDS when your batch transmittal happens in the evening or whatever time you have it set up to go. If there are any questions about this, we do also have a Magic Resource Center article on this. You can go to our website under your, in your database here, under your help section, under help, and then documentation, about support, we have the Magic Resource Center button. So you can click this button and it will take you directly to our Magic Resource Center and show you all of our articles. Now here under the support articles is where an article regarding this particular procedure is housed. So if you go under the support articles, and this one is listed under data exchange, and we have here our NERDS to Magic verification and comparison report. So please visit our website and take a look at this article. It covers just about everything that we just covered in this webinar. So if you have any questions about it, please feel free to contact support and we'd be happy to assist you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.